Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first episode of the Minecraft Dungeons 1-108 tutorial walkthrough series. So in this brand new series, we're going to be going from the very basics, that's this episode, all the way to endgame and max power level 108. That's right, we're turning this number into 108. So strap in, grab your popcorn, and as we go through, of course, if you have any specific topic requests, please make sure to leave a comment so that I know what to cover in the following episodes and that I don't miss anything. But enough wasting time, let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is my brand new character. I've already picked a skin for him. He is level 1, he is power level 1, has 0 emerald. We are starting from the very beginning. Let's go ahead and hit select and do online game and start online game. Here we go. All right. So as you can see in our little tutorial marker, to move around, all you have to do is click on an area with left mouse button. Now I'm on PC, so your controls may be a little bit different, so make sure that you follow whatever the key binding is over there. So move around with the left mouse button, easy enough. You can click on certain areas to walk to them, or you can just hold and drag around and your character will always walk there. Now, here's a zombie. We're gonna kill him by clicking on him with left mouse button. Slash him, he's dead, we get an emerald. Emeralds are good, they are the currency of this game. Make sure to save all of your emeralds. We're gonna go over that in just a couple of minutes as to where exactly to spend those emeralds and how best to spend them. But let's continue moving on here. Another zombie, take care of him, get another emerald, woohoo, we're rich. Now we got a couple more zombies here, just gotta walk around and kill all of them with individual left clicks or whatever button that applies to you. Now we are at a fork in the road here. How do we know which way to go? Well, if you look over to the right side of the screen, over here, there is what is known as an objective marker. It's a yellow, orange, whatever color you wanna call it, octagonal marker, which generally leads you to whatever objective is displayed in the top right corner. If you press tab, again, I'm on PC, so it could be different, you can see the outline of the map. I like to call it the tab map, the mini map, whatever it is that you want to call. You can see the outline of the rest of the map, so I know that over here, there is a blockage, as you can see right here in the mini map. I'm gonna go this way and follow the objective marker. Now we have our first consumable. This is an arrow bundle, a small bundle of arrows, obviously, and when I walk over to it and I click it, it gets picked up, and now I have 40 more arrows, which I fire, according to the tutorial tooltip, by using the right mouse button or whatever button applies to me if I'm on console or whatever. I'm gonna walk over here, and it tells me to shoot the skeleton guard, which is right there. Mouse over him, right click, boom, done, simple. Another emerald added to the pile. Now I have an arrow sticking out of my breast. That's fine, all in a day's work. Continuing to follow along here, using some of my newfound arrows and my sword slashes. Take care of that guy, or, walk to an area where I can take care of that guy. Sometimes, if you're just mousing over right there, it will shoot the location that you're aiming at. So if you don't exactly mouse over, okay, I'm trying to talk here. If you don't exactly mouse over what you want to shoot, because there's nothing there, it's just shooting the first thing that it comes in contact with, which is the bottom level there. So if you're trying to shoot something and you can't exactly quite hit it, make sure that you are exactly mousing over that thing. Now, we're going to continue to move on over here, taking out the zombies and the skeletons with a combination of sword slashes and range. Ooh, we got 3 emeralds from that guy. That's good. You can see the emerald count right here. Now, we got a couple more enemies here that we just take out with a couple of swipes of our sword. No problem whatsoever. Continuing to follow along the path here. Now, here is a supply chest. Every time you open the supply chest, you will get a piece of bread, which, as you can see here, I am now regenerating health, and another arrow bundle, which now I have 110 arrows, so I can really go loose with all these this arrow shooting. And continuing to follow the objective marker until we come down to this little area over here. See what it asked us to do. It wants us to go that way. So we're going to go ahead and follow along here to try to complete the tutorial mission. Villager statue, awesome. Uh-oh, the gates have come up. Now, in every level, usually in every level, you will have 1 or 2 or more of these little ambush type scenarios where you'll get to a gate, this gate will pop up, and the arch-illager over there will actually summon a couple of bad guys in a couple of waves. Clear the waves, no problem. Get a level up, and then this gate comes up. Now, what just happened? We got a level up. As you see on the tutorial tooltip here, you'll see every level up gives you an enchantment point, which are used to upgrade items. Open the inventory to try it out. We have 2 items right now, so I'm going to select one of these items, and let's say we'll go with the bow, right? I'm gonna go ahead and choose between Supercharge and Ricochet. We'll talk more about the optimal enchantment later, but for right now, I'm just gonna take a quick look at these. Charge shot deal more damage, and small chance for arrows to ricochet off mobs. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one just for the time being. You can see here that it costs 1 enchantment point, which is exactly how many that we have right now. I'm gonna click that. That enchantment point goes away, and now all of my arrows have a small chance to ricochet off mobs. And as we go on the level here, we can probably see what that looks like if it does proc on an enemy. Like that one. Well, no, nothing happened, but it's 20 small chance. Okay. So now, this is a fireworks arrow. We've gotten our very first artifact. Now is a great time to talk. Shut up. Now is a great time to talk about what each slot is. So you have your melee weapon, your armor slot, your ranged weapon slot, and then you have 3 slots for artifacts. We just picked up our first artifact known as the fireworks arrow here, which does 45 range damage on a 30-second cooldown. Try to think of these artifacts as spells. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag this fireworks arrow here, and every time I use this, it goes on 30 seconds cooldown, after which I get to use it again. There's no limit to how many times you can use it, you're just limited by the cooldown. Let's go ahead and see how this works. It is equipped to my 1 slot. Again, if you're on console, this may be a different button, whatever. Over here, I'm gonna click this lever, pulling that gate down. We're gonna find our next target, which is that skeleton right there. I'm gonna go ahead and hit 1. See that there's a yellow box around this artifact, which means it's activated. Now, when I go ahead and shoot that skeleton, you can see that there was a fireworks explosion over there doing some area of effect damage. This, you saw that there is this little white curtain that's going down. That means that this is on cooldown. Once this reaches all the way down, then we will be good. Now, we talked about movement, getting around, left clicking, etc., so on and so forth. How do we get over this gap over there? See, I'm trying to click on the chest and it's not doing anything. Well, if you see this little icon right here, that is your roll cooldown. So if I hit the space bar, it rolls in the direction that I am traveling. Now, all I have to do is start traveling toward this direction, and once I get to, there we go, traveling in this direction. Once I get over there, I just roll, and it rolls over the gap. Then I click on this chest, which gives me a bunch of emeralds. Awesome, now we have 24 emeralds, and now all I have to do is look in the opposite direction, or that direction, I guess, and hit the roll button, and it'll roll me safely over that gap. And that's how you can get over to a lot of areas you'll see like this in-game, where it doesn't look like you can walk to them, but you certainly can roll. Anyway, moving on. Following the marker over here, getting rid of these guys, committing some zombie genocide. Nothing over here. A little bit too quiet, but it is just the tutorial level. So over here, we've reached our final marker right here. We click on that, and we've done the tutorial level. Easy peasy, first one is done.
They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
And we're headed to camp for the very first time. At the end of every level, you'll get a level complete screen like this. You get to see what level you just completed, and then a variety of different statistics in the level, like how much damage you did, how many chests you opened, etc., so on and so forth. Also, at the end of every level, you will get what's known as an obsidian chest. An obsidian chest looks like this, and the obsidian chest at the end of every level, if I just click that right there, you open it up, and it will give you an artifact from the loot table drop of that level. If you don't know what that means, that's fine, because I'm about to explain it in just a second. But you can see we got a Power 5 fishing rod of common rarity. This is going to be important as we talk about rare items and unique items later, but for now, we're going to go ahead and hit to camp. And if I pull up my inventory, I see that I do have this fishing rod now, which I'm going to go ahead and drag to one of my artifact slots. We still don't have any armor, but oh well, no big deal. Now we are in camp. It's looking pretty bare right now. Ordinarily, there's a vendor that's standing right here, and there's a vendor that's at this camp right there, but we haven't unlocked anything just yet, so the only thing we can do is go to our next mission. Now, we can do so in one of 2 ways. We can go ahead and walk up to this thing and click the I'm getting there. We can click the mission select table, and that will give us a map of all of the different areas that we can visit, or from anywhere in the map, we can hit the M button, which will also bring us to the same screen. Now, for now, we only have the one area that we can travel to, which is Creeper Woods. Every time you click on a location, you will see a screen that looks kind of like this. This is the difficulty slider. We have 3 available difficulties to us right now, and every time I go to one that's further down the slider, you can see the recommended power level changes. We can see our power right here, which means this is a little bit too difficult for us. We're gonna go ahead and stick to default 1. You can see the recommended power that's suggested for the difficulty you selected. You can see what difficulty usually would be on a multiplier, depending on which one of these levels you've picked. And then you can see the range of the gear and the artifact power that drops from this level. This is good to see to know if the level that you're about to do will drop gear and artifacts of a power that will get you to a higher level, which we're only at level 1, so that's probably gonna get us higher. Underneath here, you'll see the drops that you could possibly get from the level and the artifacts you can possibly get from the level, and these will differ from level to level. So if you're trying to farm a certain item, you definitely want to look here in each level breakdown to see if something that you want is dropped in this level. And that is where we will pick up next time. Hey, don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what topics you'd like to see covered. And of course, if you don't want to miss any videos from this series, hit the subscribe icon and the bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.